Alright guys, jumping back into Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball. So, we let go of Shinra last time to give him the ability to get more pass. And here we are with more pass. So we're having a good day. So what we're going to be doing is scrimmaging him. He's probably going to get injured. And then we are also increasing, as you probably see, some other things. Notably just teamwork for everyone else. Using a bonkers amount of points, if I can be honest. But yeah, let's jump in here. Shouldn't be too bad. And then we're actually going into a tournament today for intensive training block, which is funny because I had like made a pretty bold claim. Well, maybe not bold, but I had said last time like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be. Actually, we need to cut this off. I said it's gonna be a while until Paine does intensive training again, and she's actually gonna do it this tournament. So a while turns out to not be that long. And then, yeah, with Riku, should be all Riku. Alright, cool. And the reason, of course, we're changing that up is because we're kind of just sending Paine away in this tournament. So there's no reason to intensive training, or to teamwork, sorry. Like what's the benefit there? We don't really get anything out of it. Yeah, 17 pass. Max should be 22, which is absolutely tragic. I mean, it is such a terrible number. 22. That is such a low amount of pass. But I mean, Shinra's stats in general, if we pause here for a second, I mean, look at these. Like 5 shoot, 11 pass was what it was, 20 attack. I had dreams of potentially making him a field player, but there's just nothing here. Receive is 26. Like, he is a goalie through and through is what I'll say. My mentality around this entire situation is potentially with that's better, cool. With us doing intensive trainings and stuff, we might see a situation where we can move players from their original positions, but Shinra unfortunately is not going to be one of them. But yeah, we are taking on the Ronso Fangs. Kilkabee's taking on the Guado Glories. So seeing what we can do here. It shouldn't be too bad. And then we're just going to go for the overhead match here. Again, this should be a pretty guaranteed win. The opponent never increases their stats, and we increase ours. So, I mean, that is just like a recipe for defeat when it comes to the opponents. I mean, they're definitely trying. Like, they're definitely doing something, right? Which is good for them, but it just doesn't seem to be making a difference. You can kind of tell from the trend of games. It's 3-0 right now. 4-0 right now. So there's just no chance of coming back from this. The only thing that really sways 10-2 Blitzball games heavily is like injuries. So like if someone gets hurt, it's like, okay, like yeah, you did it. But I mean, this is by 0.34 seconds. It is a called game 7-0. Then Beast versus Glories. I mean, that is a rough loss if you're the Ronso Fangs. So Glories score at least once. See, we actually don't really care about this game because we're never going to meet the Glories of the Beast here. We're never going to. They're not going to make it through the whole bracket. It's impossible. But yeah, we 7-0 the Fangs and Glories 2-0 the Beast. Not too bad. And then I suppose we'll renew Riku's contract. I suppose we'll renew our MVP's contract. I guess. And then let's just do some scrimmages for Shinra. Looking again for 22 pass. At 19 right now, 20, 21, nice, 22. So that's perfect. And then we can hot springs here. Well, we got teamwork with Riku. That's fine. And then that should do it. I guess thinking about it a little bit more, I know it's really silly probably, but we can do teamwork with Paine. It's literally only for like this tournament, like because Paine's gonna be going away to get more block and everything. But like, what else are we gonna use our points for? Like we have such an insane amount of points, and the teamwork does seem to help, I feel. So, I mean, it's not bad to have. That should be more than enough. Oh, I guess brother needs one more for Riku. That's fine. Ooh. Accidentally clicked that twice. Again, it's not a big deal because, again, the riches. The absolute riches we have. We do teamwork with brother, you know? Even though he is weird towards Yuna, I suppose we'll do it. Cool. And that should be good, because we are going to be jumping into the final? No, sorry, second to last. We are going to face off against the Luka Goers, Sykes taking on the Glories. So now we're jumping in. For some reason, I thought it was the final. I think I just get put into so many seeded games. It's just like, it's just a habit to me being like, oh, but there's only two games in the tournament. They do their best, but they're not quite able to stop us. And we're going to make this 2-0 real quick. I mean, the Goers are just absolutely outclassed. And they will continue to be as we get better. Yeah, this is actually looking like a called game against the Goers of all teams. Alright, looks like they stave off the called game, but 6-0 is not a good scoreline if you're a Goers fan. I mean, that is an absolute slaughter. Guado immediately injured, which is definitely not going to help the underdog team here. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I think the Ovid's actually going to run away with this. I mean, Glory's down a player, and then it's not like the Glories were in an advantageous position anyways. So yeah, we 6-0 the Goers, and then Sykes 3-0 the Guado Glories. So we claim our win and increase our command points, which is ridiculous because we have so many. So we are going to. Is there really anything else to do? I think everyone's kind of. You got teamwork with Riku. Do it with Paine, I guess. Teamwork with Yuna's fine. Teamwork with Yuna's fine. Biggs has teamwork with pretty much everyone. We can do brother here because we're really not going to be doing anything crazy in terms of like removing these other players. We're super focused on 3 players right now for intensive training. Riku, which is pretty much done. Paine, and then probably Buddy afterwards, depending on what the intensive training is. But that just feels like the way to go. Just having our midline, like the middle of literally like through the formation, like having the middle people get everything. I guess we could just send off Shinra for fun, but a lot of his stats won't matter. Right? I mean, we get Shinra's attack up, like no one cares. Everyone's just kind of like blankly staring, like, oh, okay, like whatever, man. Yeah, let's go for intensive training block. Yeah, everyone in the middle. Paine, Riku, Buddy. And then let's do a visual game here. Let's watch us crush the Albed Sykes. So yeah, Paine with the ball in the midfield. Gonna dodge pass to Biggs. Pretty good. And Paine, of course, got that intensive training pass, which probably helps those situations. Not a ton, but probably at least a little. Biggs passes to Riku, and then Riku with the ball. I mean, this is potentially just an absolute slaughter. Game's gonna challenge. Yuna dodges. Good for her, man. And then Paine. I mean, this is clean. This is clean. And then, I mean, hopefully, yeah, Paine with the corkscrew shot. I mean, they just absolutely cannot touch us as we approach their goal. And Nimrok has no chance of success. We 1-0 about 42 seconds in. I mean, actually, literally 42 seconds in. So you got Eager here with the ball. Gonna take a tackle from Riku, but Riku will miss. Eager pretty good at dodging that, it seems. But there's a lot of congestion. So I mean, the block will come through from Wedge. There was just a lot of people in front of Eager, which was the big challenge. Barrett challenges. Then Wedge. Wedge, thankfully, is kind of able to push up a little bit here. Has to go all the way to Biggs, but will get blocked. And then Buddy block. I mean, there's all sorts of blocks are happening. Oh, but Blappa with the pressure play is very effective. Brother's probably going to try to challenge here. Or no, just Buddy. Okay. And they get a goal, so they make it 1-1. I mean, they're fighting back at least to a certain degree. So Paine's gonna pass to Biggs. I kind of think it's silly that Biggs gets the ball, but like, okay. Pass to Paine. Paine does receive the ball. Probably gonna get challenged by Keppel. Almost called him Barrett, but I mean, am I really wrong? He's kind of just a Barrett clone, so like, I'm not that incorrect. And Lake Am steals the ball, so Lake Am's gonna push right side. Again, this is I mean, we're not quite at the point, but this is kind of where we worry, right? If they score like late into the game, then we can't come back and score ourselves. So we'll have to really carefully see how this goes. Shinra's gonna pass to Buddy after that block. Fantastic block from Shinra. And hopefully that extra pass helps him at least a little bit. Just to be a little bit more relevant, right? And then all I want is Biggs to pass to Paine and Paine to score. That's what I want for Christmas, man. That's all I want. Biggs, just do it. You're an imposter Gullwing anyway. Alright, I mean, Paine is there. She should just go for it. Oh, but she doesn't, and she loses the ball. Alright, well, Paine and Riku challenge. Noma can't block, or Noma can't survive everything. Maybe the Riku, the fabled Riku goal? No. Riku loses the ball. The thing is, this fight is happening all across their side of the field. So there's at least some semblance of hope that we go for the shot soon here. Oh my gosh. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Going towards our weak side, you see Noma here pushing against Yuna, which is probably bad. Well, Yuna doesn't even push Noma. Like, look at that. They're just all the space. They're just letting Noma do his thing. Thankfully, Yuna does set up and goes for the block, sets up Paine for volley, and then this should be a goal. I mean, talk about sweating it, man. That was such a weird position to be in. I guess they can't always just chase them down, but I was a little bit worried there. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit scared. Alright, well, Barrick with the ball, about a little over a minute left. Barrick is going to go for the shot. No one blocks this, but Shinra does. Shinra does stop the attempt. Pass goes to Buddy. Apparently increasing Shinra's pass did not really matter that much. Although you could argue that like Buddy could have better receive. Stuff like that. Like that could help in the future. What is his receive? 105? I mean, it'll go what, to 210? That'll be better. Buddy's gonna pass to Yuna. Getting it towards our forwards in general is so good because we can spend 30 seconds with the ball, or not. I was gonna say, really what we're trying to do is save time. Like, as long as they don't score in the next 20 seconds, we win. I can't believe, oh my gosh, Buddy didn't block that. But Shinra did. Oh my gosh, Shinra, you animal. Shinra is an absolute champion at this point. He has done everything he can to be as good as he can. Again, will challenge, steals the ball, but there's just no time. There's just no time. It is going to be a 2-1 scoreline there. Goers versus Glories. Let's see what happens here. So immediately the Goers score, and they follow it up with another goal. I mean, it's kind of what we expect. We just expect the absolute slaughtering of the Glories here. Like there's no real chance, I feel. But yeah, it's going to be a 2-0 win for the Luca Goers. Good for them. So yeah, we 2-1 the Sykes and Goers 2-0 the Guado Glories. Definitely a struggle match, but we didn't have to apply pressure, which is nice. We have claimed intensive training block, and as mentioned, Paine is going away. It's good stuff. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and when you come back, we are going to be playing more Blitzball. Until next time.